Whoa, way. Welcome to Country Boys and Crypto, Southeast Staking. It's Friday, and we're here to do this thing. Want to come to you live from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm Dwight Witherow. My man Willie Phelps from Palatka, Florida, where it's always sunny. And, he ain't experiencing any of that wintertime weather like we experience here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So, Willie, what a great day to be in the space. I think we're going to have an exciting weekend. So, what about it? What you think?
Hey, let me tell you. I think it's 65 here, and I got on socks and a pullover like I'm cold. I'm sitting here almost shivering like I'm cold. And you sitting up there in the real cold, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sitting up in the real cold, frost on the ground, man.
Hey, but yo, Bitcoin crypto market never sleeps. I mean, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I've said this before. If you take the weekend off, you come back Monday, you feel like you've been gone for a month because things change and happen so fast. Right. Think about this. Within Bitcoin went to 30,000 to 42,000 in a matter of 3 days. What if you took a week off during that time? You was like, well, it just hit 22. And next thing you know, it's at 42. Like, what happened? You took your eyes off the ball. That's how fast Bitcoin moves. So this space, man, you can't take the weekends off, especially in a bull market like this. You're gonna take the weekends off. That's money, man. That's money.
Hey, it is Literally. Money. It is money. That's for sure.
That's the way I see it. My wife, she gets upset. She's like, every day I wake up, I got my little routine, but then that routine progress. I'm looking at my charts, and guess what's coming on YouTube? Going to my videos.
Oh boom. Man, does she not like hearing the black, no milk, no sugar, no cream?
Oh man, she every time she hear that go.
My dog don't like the go part, man. But hey, I respect it like out of it, man. But my dog, every time he hits the go, he starts barking. I'm like, damn, man, we're trying to make some money here.
That's what he trying to tell you. Go. You got to go. Yeah. They don't sleep for the weary in crypto, man. And it's an exciting time to be a part, man. Be a part of this bull market. Definitely a different position than I was in the last bull market. And it's just exciting things are happening every single day. And we got a lot to talk about this morning. We won't be here to keep you guys long. We're going to jump in and out. It is Friday. My man, he got some stuff to do. I ain't got shit to do. I'm just joking. I got some shit to do too. So, I hope YouTube ain't gonna ban us for cursing. Shoot, they may take us down, man. You get censored easily these days, man. I shouldn't even said that word. Shoot. Okay. All right, we're gonna jump. Let's jump into the charts this morning.
All right, guys. First of all, let's go ahead and give you this disclaimer right here. We are not financial advisors. Everything and anything we discuss is truly speculation. We are not crypto or Bitcoin experts. We are simply giving our opinion and our views. So, number 2, education is a key in this space. Get educated in the crypto space and learn as much as you can, because if you don't, you can get wrecked. 3, get a return on your investment as soon as possible. So, let me say that again for you. Get a return on your investment as soon as possible. And 4, final. Never invest or put more into the market than you can afford to possibly lose. And with that being stated, you've been warned, but let's get on here and let's start talking about how you can make some great gains and change your life and your family's life forever. The next biggest thing to the .com era is here. So get in here, jump on board. Let's go.
Country Boys Crypto. And for our viewers out there, I like to say this all the time. Just put it out here, man. Listen, it ain't no studious. It ain't no, I don't know, politically correct terminology and all this stuff and tech stuff. That ain't what we're doing here, man. We simply talking and bringing it to you from our perspective. And we may say anything, and we may talk about anything. So you got to understand that although our focus here is cryptocurrency, we enjoy that. We're passionate about the space. We understand how it can fill people's lives. Don't come taking us as the Bible. All right. Market cap still over $1 trillion this morning. 1,033,000,000,000. Down 1.1%, which is nothing. Bitcoin dominance down a little bit because I think last night when we was talking about 67.8, 67.7.
Yeah, it was actually higher last night. Yeah, 67.7 last night.
Remember, I'm going to say it again. I think by Tuesday, we're going to see it at 62%. Why do I think that? Because I think Ethereum's going to hit its all-time high on Tuesday. And it's looking prime to do that. Why? Because I see what I said last night. Bitcoin is kind of going sideways. It's not really a lot of action going on in Bitcoin right now. 37, 38, 40, it's just kind of going sideways. Now, if this continues to happen, and we'll see this over, today, tomorrow, people are going to start taking their profits from Bitcoin. Guess what they're going to start buying?
Oh, man.
Ethereum.
So we get that wave as it starts climbing, man.
Yes. Bitcoin this morning sitting at $37,199, down 0.9%, down 5.3 in the last 24 hours. Not really much, just kind of going sideways. Ethereum, $1,200, up 0.7% in the last 12 hours. Polkadot making a run, man, doing some good things. $13.59. It was at 14. It's kind of dropping a little bit, 0.4% in the last hour, 9.4% in the last 24 hours. Cardano, 0.2%, 2.1% in the last 24 hours. So everything's kind of low digits, man. Not really, just kind of going sideways. Really, it's not going down, not going up. Really, Cardano's been sitting at 31 for some hours. Again, what you're looking at is, things are just kind of going sideways. Let's see what's the best performer in the last 24 hours. All right, let's look at it. IOS, 50%. Chainlink up in there. Whoa. Chainlink at $20?
Damn, that doesn't happen awfully fast.
That happened fast. Chainlink was just there.
Yesterday was 14.
$10, I thought.
Is it 14 yesterday? I want to say yesterday, one day, 24 hours.
Man, look at this spike right here. Look at that spike. Look at that right there. Man. And that Chainlink is one of those ones that we feel is going to do a great stuff this year. For me, it's just that where do you kind of focus your money at, man? You can have a lot of small bags in a bunch of places, or you can have a couple of big bags, 4 bags with big bags, or you can have a little money spread out everywhere. But it's almost like if you plant the fire, man, you got too spread out, you make it too thin to me. Chainlink I think is a great one to have. I got to figure out how to get around to get it. I still think that at $20, this Chainlink is low, and that's my people that it hit its all-time high about an hour ago, $20.99. Wow, new all-time high today for Chainlink, man. And Chainlink is in the DeFi space. If you're unfamiliar with it, go do some research. Great stuff going on with Chainlink over there. Stellar, 29 cents, 3.8% in the last 24 hours. But I was talking about the best performing one. But Chainlink up there, 27%, 28. Look at IO's 236% in the last 7 days. Let me say something about this 28%, that 27% that Chainlink's done in the last 24 hours. And I said this last night. I mean, you got traditional markets where some only do 16% all year. This thing did it in 27% in 24 hours. And don't tell me, well, it could go back down. Well, you can take your money out too.
Damn 401k, that 401k can go back down. I mean, hey, it did. The year before mine was up, but obviously last year it went down. But at the end of the day, last year I didn't make gains like you could in the crypto market. I mean, that's just being straight up and honest about it. So we can always sit here and Monday night quarterback it, but I can tell you the same thing. We can sit here and back and forth. We can play tennis right here. This thing percentage could go down. Well, yeah, your 401k could go down, but I guarantee you're gonna make more money in the crypto space than you will in a 401k. I mean, we went over those numbers yesterday, and later on, we can go into some dream mode and let them know what we're talking about. So,
man, but let me tell you, I finally got my hands on some Voyager token last night.
Man, I'm glad you got your Voyager. I'm glad you got it.
I have been trying for days. Now, I got it at $1.08. I'll talk about what I got. I got a small bag at $1.08, but I mean, I was trying to get it at 33 cents. If I'd have got it at 33 cents, oh my God, the significant amount of coins that I would have gotten. And so maybe I should have went to Uniswap the first time, but I remember why I didn't go to Uniswap, because the fees were so high at the time.
That gas,
because the gas, the transaction fees for Ethereum was so high that it wasn't really going to do anything for me.
I thought you said it went down this morning, man. I thought you said it went down. Ethereum gas is 90 GWEIs. Last night it was 60. So
yeah, I don't know. It did when the fees went through last night. The fees wasn't as high.
It was down last night. It's up this morning. It was down last night, but it is up. It was 60 last night. It's 90.
Oh, okay. It's going up this morning. So that tells you a lot of transactions going on as the market opens up this morning. But I bought in at $1.08, guys, and it's already $1.23, up 10% in the last 1 hour. So think about it. I made 10% on this coin here in the last hour. That's the kind of gains and stuff you can do in this. 22.7% in the last 24 hours, 234% in the last 7 days. Wow. And I still believe that this coin is I probably, just to be honest, and this is not financial advice, I'd buy more of this coin up until $3. That's what I would do. That's just me, because now I've done my research a little bit on Voyager, the decentralized app. They also have a ticker on the stock exchange. So this is a company that's built a little bit. They're proven a little bit, if you will. But do your research and your due diligence, just like Dwight just mentioned about education is the key. You got to get educated for yourself. But this is not financial advice. But I would probably buy this coin, like I said, up until $3. For me. Why is that? Because if I believe
10x predictions, 10x, right? So we're talking about 3 times 10, $30 per coin. So you see why he was so excited about this coin. We're talking about 33-cent buy-in, and this coin possibly going up to $30 per coin in a short time here by year end or less than that, what we're looking at. So this is where you can make your gains at, guys. I mean, so you just imagine if you dropped $100 into this coin right here at 33 cents, what you would have received and what your possible return will be. I mean, if you drop 33 cents in that coin and all of a sudden now, look what it will be. So that's the reason we're excited about this space, to let you know that, hey, this space can change lives.
If I would have got it at 33 cents, I would have already 3 times my money already.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah. From to $1.23. But this coin easily we could look up over the weekend and it'd be at $2-3. Because that's how much it's going up. Now it could go the other way. We'll remain to see, but this is something I'm watching. And Voyager token, when did Voyager token come into play? Let's look at it. So 2019. No, it's been around for about 3 years now, 2018. So it's one of those coins that came in that the ICO bubble. But so it's sitting at about 90.3%. It's still sitting at 90% below its all-time high at $12.40. So even if you bought it at $3, remember I said buy up to $3, and then it at least hits its all-time high. So what's the numbers on that, Dwight? What if say if you got your hands, if you're buying it, let's say up to $3. So if you spend $300 on it, $3 a token. And guys, this is not financial advice. This is just us guys. We're playing dream mode here.
What you want to dream about? You want to say you spent $300 in here?
Yeah, and we'll go ahead and give it its price of $300.
$300 at 100 coins you know, it's going to be $300, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
It's going to be $300. So you're going to have a total of 100 coins. So let's just start out with 100 coins. And we multiply that times $30.
Man, that's 10 times your money.
It's 10 times your money if you pay that right there. And here's something we talked about last night when we was on the call. We had the Zoom last night, and we made reference to the Herman Cain 9999 program. Here's what would happen if you would have got in at the 33-cent mark. Let's just say you took $100, divided by 0.33, 33 cents. You'd have got 303 coins, and we multiply that times $30, what we estimate it going up to. That's $9,090.
Wow.
So, because I think where we was at last night was when it was 30 cents or something. That's the reason it came out at 99999. So, But at the end of the day, this is what we say. This space can change lives, and is, because, like we said, $100 at a coin like this that was coming out of the gate. I don't know what the all-time low was, but like we said, if you would have got $100 at 30 cents, that makes a difference. I mean, you sitting here, you're racking up on that, and all of a sudden you take those coins and they go to the $30 per coin. You can't tell me that you can't change your life. There it is. It was 30 cents what we looked at, because we 30 cents of that times the $30 per coin, what predictions are. So came up to the 9999. So basically $10,000 is what we're talking about. So your $100 investment at 30 cents turns into $10,000. So I don't care who you are. I don't care what banker you listen to. There ain't no damn 401k that has done that.
Now, the thing about it too, one of the powers is this. What if it just hit back at its all-time high of $12.40 and you got 330?
Okay. You know,
I think I got an idea. Basically, just think about this. If it just hits its all-time high again,
$4,092. So $100 turned into $4,092. So basically, you look at it 4 times. You know, you already had 100 at the 92. So you've got a $4,000 gain.
What's that? A 40 times your money or something?
Yeah, that is correct.
There's no other places. That's why the big boys is playing. I mean, what if you had $5,000 to put in the $5,000? Let's go at a current price right now. $5,000 at its current price of $1.28.
It's usually 3,900 coins, 3,906. Then we're gonna multiply that times. What if it hits what they're predicting it's going to hit?
$30.
That's $117,000. $117,000. I know some people that's been working and putting in 401k for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years don't even have that. So once again, and here's something that we always like to say: what if they were halfway wrong? What if they were halfway wrong? Okay. 58. Okay. What if they were more than halfway wrong? They was only a quarter of the way right. 29,000. Okay. If they only got a quarter of this prediction correct, your $5,000 turned in to $30,000.
But if it hits its all-time high again at $5,000, it still turns into $30,000, 40, 35 or something $1,000. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's what we talk about the crypto space. We didn't even mean to go into this, guy. That's what I'm talking about with us.
Dream mode.
We get into dream mode, start looking at these coins and the potential that's happening all over the space, man. And the problem is either you're going to be there for the wins, or are you going to stand on the sidelines and talk about what you could have did? One of those guys, those guys that always talk about what they could have done. Versus, I mean, this is game changing. This is game changing.
It is game changing, man. I'm gonna turn the screen back over to you before we get too excited.
All right. So let's get into our first article. Let me get a share screen. We got excited right there with Voyager. Who wouldn't? All right, let's get into our first article. Miami now exploring. Wait, was that our first article? Okay, yeah. So, all right, Miami now exploring crypto regulations that will enable Bitcoin payments. This is huge. I think this is very exciting things, and this shows that the growth. We want to be one of the most crypto forward and technological cities in the country. Miami Mayor Francis Suarez told Fox Business in a recent interview. With a government official, the latest to jump into the cryptocurrency market's bandwagon. However, that wasn't all, as Suarez also went on to explain how the city is looking to create regulatory framework around cryptocurrencies. According to Mayor Suarez, I hope I'm saying his name right, but this country boy probably messing it up. This regulatory framework will make Miami the easiest place in the U.S. to do business in cryptocurrencies. That's huge. That's huge. How many?
Saying Miami gonna be the next Puerto Rico?
Hey.
Say what? Now we got Wyoming. Yeah, go ahead. Wyoming's in there too. So,
I mean, this is huge because it draws a lot of businesses, companies that want to be that see this space for what it is and see the growth that can happen. And then all of a sudden, you're running, people are flying to Miami and they spending Bitcoin and ADA and all these other different Ethereum, and they doing this on everyday transactions. Of course, now people are not going to be using Bitcoin for everyday transactions. I wouldn't be, but I mean, you go down there using your ADA, or you could use Ethereum, or you could use, whatever the token is that company or business accept. That could be huge because then people don't have to carry cash. They don't have to worry about being taken, but also they will be encouraged to use cryptocurrencies. Brings more people to the space. Miami is reportedly looking at laws from Wyoming, Wisconsin, and New York in the process of determining what a regulatory environment for crypto should look like. We're looking at a variety of things, such as being able to make payments in crypto, in Bitcoin in particular, Suarez said. Adding these payments would enable citizens to pay taxes and fees to the city using digital assets. Now, I know someone may be saying, well, what happens when the market turns bear or goes down? Well, if you were doing this as a business and taking crypto payments, you would have an onboard and offboard already in place for those particulars. Onboard meaning they're having the ability to pay in Bitcoin. Offboard meaning that you will be able to quickly go into a stable coin or some type of fiat that as soon as you receive it, that if the market turned down for the bad or bear market, you will be protected. There's stable coins out there that you can move your Bitcoin into that protects you from a bear market. And interestingly, the mayor also reiterated the position that in addition to enabling crypto payments for citizens, the Miami government is looking at diversifying its portfolio of assets and holding a portion of its investments in Bitcoin. Well, they are already talking about, and JP Morgan and many other institutions and millionaires are talking about, hey, keeping 2 to 5% of your portfolio in crypto, or in particular Bitcoin. So this is not unheard of. I mean, not unheard of. This is not a bad move. Why? Because even in bear markets for the year, crypto and Bitcoin has been up.
Yeah.
It is the best performing asset the last 10 years. And there's no future where we see that changing right now. So, I mean, that makes plenty of sense, because then it also provides I don't want to say an income to the city, but
it's revenue. It is a revenue for the city. So it is an income to the city, which if the city is managed and ran right, this should ease the burden on all the citizens as far as taxation, because this is revenue that's generated coming in. So it is an income for the city that's going to help with the residents of the city. It should. If it ain't going to somebody else's personal wallet.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, because it'll help the residents of the city, infrastructure, all that stuff, schools and stuff like that. Yeah. Schools may even look at doing this. School districts. Wow, what a good revenue stream. And there may be times where it's bear market, but think about in times right now when you're in a bull market for schools. I mean, you could potentially, as we said, 10 times, 20 times the money. I mean, buy new buildings and all kind of stuff that they could do for these schools.
Just think if you had a full-time trader on your staff at a school. If you had a full-time trader, that not for the at that school, but for the school system, that dude would pay for himself. That person would pay for themselves in a matter of probably, months, I would say.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you wouldn't even really need a full-time trader, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
I mean,
someone that was management corp that managed it for you.
Yeah, absolutely. For your whole school system. I mean, look at all the money they waste in these fundraisers and all that stuff, paying out this amount. I mean, if they put that much in, we could have got that return quick. I mean, that's one thing about it. And I think we will see that in the very near future because we're seeing more companies adapt to blockchain. So the blockchain and that side of it is starting to mesh with the real world. I mean, separating from crypto. So it's actually starting to be in businesses. So I think that'd be something we might end up seeing, but that is a good revenue stream and source for any local government.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's look at these steps are supposedly part of Miami's plan to attract big tech companies to the city in order to generate high-paying jobs for its residents. This isn't the first time Mayor Sforza has been so outspoken about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, however. A few days ago, the mayor spoke to Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss of Gemini Exchange about the future of crypto in Miami. And Gemini is a business that's a company that is in San Francisco. I'm sure they would love to get out of California.
No, they're in New Jersey, New York somewhere, right?
I thought Gemini was in San Francisco.
No, they're in New Jersey, New York. There was another big article on the Gemini on the Winklevoss twins last night, fixing to probably like publicly trade.
Yeah.
Bitcoin.
So they want to become a publicly traded company. So I mean that's going to be. I mean they're putting together IPO. So I mean that could be huge for them. Yeah. This is the first, again, regulation is more important for innovation, Cameron Winklevoss said before adding, if there's no regulation, it's a Wild West. But if it's too draconian, it stamps out the innovation. Correct, I agree. Regulation is important for innovation, but if we get too big with it, we get over, as you say, draconian, it can smother or stamp out innovation. And that's where I kind of stand with this thing. I believe that we need some regulation. We do need that, making sure that some of these guys are doing what they're supposed to do. If you got a stable coin out there, you should not be, you only have 50% of the money that you supposedly have. That's not good business practices, because you could mess around and that stable coin go under while your money's in there. And that's not good. That won't be good for a lot of people, and they're not going to give you. It's not like they're going to give you a warning. It's going to be one day. It's going to be like it's gone, and like what happened, and their money's gone with it. So there has to be some regulation, but we as humans tend to want to go overboard at times, and that's what I'm afraid of. Is just us going overboard.
Yeah, I just confirmed it. Their home office is New York, but I'm sure they'd love to get out of New York too with the taxes up there.
Yeah, and get down to Miami. Interestingly, a recent proposal for the U.S. Treasury with respect to crypto regulation has been largely perceived as draconian and unfavorable by many in the industry. Following such industry-wide pushback, FinCEN is also quick to extend the comment period for its proposed rulemaking. That was on the Stablecoin Act. That they gave you kind of 15 days, or FinCEN thing that he gave 15 days to kind of respond to over Christmas break, man. You're like, come on, you're trying to push legislation to get legislation signed. They was trying to rubber us, but that got pushed back. All right, so congrats to Miami. That's awesome to see, and we're going to be paying attention and listening in. All right. Someone just moved 1 billion on Ethereum for just $7. Over 1 billion worth of Synthetix network tokens was moved today for a transaction fee of just $7.54. Weren't we just talking to you guys about Synthetix last night?
Man, not even 24 hours ago, we were talking about Synthetix and the move it's going to make in the industry and what they had, how powerful this coin could potentially be. Looking at what it has been created to do, man, I'm excited about the coin. Really excited about this coin. We've been talking about it a lot, as far as that. We've been going over with people. This coin was not even 14 days ago, was a $6 coin. $6 and some change, and look at where this coin is today. We're looking not even 2 weeks later. This coin is already 14. It's been up to 15. So 1581 is the high. That's phenomenal.
And look at this chart. I mean, it's just steady climbing up. It's going sideways, then go up, sideways. So if you're looking at this chart, you watch these sideways, then up, sideways, up, sideways, up. So there should be a big kick coming here soon. And it just launched this morning too. They just did some big stuff on the Ethereum network this morning. So let's jump right in this because I'm excited to see what this is all about.
And for people who don't understand the seriousness of this and what we're talking about, what we're so excited about, this transaction fee right here of $7.54. Last week it was costing. I know I done a transaction on Uniswap. I want to get charged. It was wanting to do $54 on one transaction I was doing in Ethereum. You remember, because I was cussing and fussing about it. I was like, man, $54 to move it, I'm not doing it. A smaller transaction was $18. So you can imagine somebody just moved $1 billion and it cost $7.54. And not even a week ago, it was charging you $54. And so this right here is going to be a game changer for us in the industry.
Yeah. And excuse me for yawning. That was one of the issues I had too, with why I was waiting to get Voyager on the Uniswap, because of the fees, the transaction fees. And that's one of the things that has bothered, or I don't know, bother, I want to say slow down Ethereum, or the negative thing that they have about Ethereum. All right. Someone just transferred 74.6 million synthetic network tokens, SNX, worth just over 1 billion on the Ethereum network, and paid a transaction fee of $7.54 to do so, according to Blockchain Explorer. This is one of the beauties of the crypto spaces too, is everything is at public ledger. So there's hard to just do things anonymously, or as Dwight tried to move these 74 million. Was that you, Dwight, moving this 74 million Synthetix, man? You selling your SNX already?
Man, not right now. I got to hold on to them with it.
Okay. You just moving them, just getting them ready.
Yeah.
Right. The funds were transferred from a from a contract called Synthetix Reward Escrow. Synthetix is a decentralized finance protocol for trading asset-pegged synthetic tokens on Ethereum. For example, a token might be pegged to the price of Tesla shares. Notably, this might very well be one of the largest single. Now, let me talk to you guys about what he means by pegged to the price of Tesla shares. So what you would see is, say, S Tesla. Now, it will match inside of the Ethereum network. You could trade it, or you can acquire it and sit on it, and it will match the price of Tesla. But the thing is you don't get the same rewards of having the actual stock. What does that mean? You don't get dividends. You don't get a voice in the community. You're basically just making money off of the price of Tesla. And you can lose money off the price of Tesla as it goes up and down too. So that's what it means by that synthetic token. And pegged to the price of Tesla. Notably, this might very well be one of the largest single transactions to date. Last summer, a Bitcoin wallet came close to transferring 1 billion by moving 101,857 BTC worth roughly 933 million at one time. On the other hand, that transaction would amount to nearly 4 billion if it was made at today's prices. Wow. And the thing about this is if you did this with Swift or several other payment structures that are used in the traditional space, I don't think people understand how long it would have took, how burdensome, the amount of regulation and paperwork and legality that you would have to go through transferring that type of money, and where it is set at for days and weeks as they try to make something like that happen. Yet in the crypto space, you can move that in a matter of seconds, minutes.
Yeah, seconds, man. That's powerful. I mean, hell, you can't even go send, I think it's $100 in Western Union, pay $8.95.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Western Union 15%, isn't it?
Something crazy like that, man.
15%. Now, if he would have had to spend 12 to 15%, that would have cost millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a country boy, but I know 15% of $1 billion is a lot.
That's a lot of cows for me.
Good Lordy. 15% of $1 billion? That's what it would cost if you wanted to do that at Western Union, which you wouldn't do that at Western Union, but you get my point. While the SNX transaction is impressive by itself, Twitter users quickly point out that Ethereum transaction fees nonetheless are still a bit high for everyday use. A $7 fee becomes significantly more expensive if you only want to move a few dollars worth of tokens. And yes, I get that. As Decrypted reported last May, more than half of the Ethereum transactions were for less than $20, and 80% of transactions were made under $90. So that tells you right there, that's what they're talking about, the high amount of fees on the Ethereum that this synthetic network is apparently trying to solve or trying to handle. This is what's causing one of the bigger problems with Ethereum. But we're going to get into an article here in a second where we may have found the key to why Ethereum may go to 32,000 or 50,000 in 2021. All right. So he explained that Ethereum is a network for choice of many DeFi projects that are focused on microtransactions. Additionally, it is a popular hub for mining pools, gambling apps, and exchanges. However, since DeFi exploded around last September, Ethereum transaction fees skyrocketed. Just recently, they have surged almost 400%, reigniting debates on whether Ethereum is suitable for mainstream adoption. Many projects are working on layer 2 scaling solutions, but they haven't proved to be a solution to the high fees just yet. And some, even the Bitcoin maximalists, even talk about Ethereum being a dinosaur project that has outlived its use in regards to some of that. And I've heard one of those guys talk about it. Let's see. The Dow falling 300 points today. The Dow is going down today. And sometimes we'll see the stock market, the crypto space, just to be on the tangent rail, match the Dow or whatever. But then you'll see the crypto space quickly recover and surge after you begin to see that match. And what happens is that when people start seeing things falling and falling and falling, they look to grab fiat in the initial, panic, whether it's CAD, whether it's crypto or the stock market. And what happens though is that the smart money starts to move into crypto from that market. Weak hands pull both out, and then they get calmed down a little bit, and then they say, okay, let me go over here and put it back into crypto where it's going back up. And the strong hands go from traditional market to crypto immediately. In 1492, I'm not going to read through this whole article, but I want to go right into why we believe this is scalability squared. So this is what Ethereum's been talking about. This is why it could be going to 32,000 or 50,000 in 2021 because of Ethereum 2.0. We thought that this thing was going to be able to change and was going to wait till, it could be 2023 or 2022 when this is implemented. But they're saying that this is going to happen this year, that we could see ETH1 and parts of it implemented this year. Happily, we believe that the beacon chain done. We have a good view of the landscape ahead of how 2021 will progress. Making rollups the central pivot for scalability allows us to decouple our task and attack the next stages in parallel. Thus, the next year will be three-pronged attack, the merge between ETH1 and ETH2 sharding and light clients. In the new model, these are independent tasks and that proceed together. It doesn't much matter in what order they are delivered. The merge is the point at which we move ETH1 off proof of work and onto proof of stake. And now that in itself lowers the fees because proof of work requires mining with big old computers and electricity. And I think you said you had a friend that was mining, and how much it cost him?
And it was talking $800,000 a year. I mean, a year worth of electricity, man. I'm talking about. On top of that, he had to pay for all this other stuff because he was doing it in an old residential house in a neighborhood that kept pulling so much energy and all that stuff. So they had to pay for commercial. He had to pay for because obviously it wasn't commercial zone, didn't have the commercial transformers and all the commercial wiring. So man, he had to pay for all that after they found out what was going on. He was pulling so much energy that the electric company turned him in to the government. They thought he was having an illegal grow of marijuana. But that's what the deal was. He just found a house that was actually like foreclosed and it's like right across the street from his house. So he could turn that whole thing into his mining rig. So basically he had split for your house, had bottom basement, bottom, everything had all these servers in there running all day long. You can imagine the heat coming off of that. Like I said before, just imagine the heat coming off of the back of a refrigerator and all that, and your house trying to cool that down in all those units. But yeah, $800,000 a year worth of electricity.
Yeah, and so that is the difference between proof of work and proof of stake, because proof of stake doesn't require all of that, which then you don't have to have the mining and the fees that proof of work stake begin. Now, but let's look at scalability. Okay, let's stay right here for a minute. The current best candidate for achieving this is to build ETH1 directly into the beacon chain that we have already have. ETH1 won't be an execution environment as originally conceived. Execution environment as originally conceived. It won't even be shard. Rather, the EVM will remain the enshrined core engine of Ethereum. This will make life super simple for devs, and application providers. Pretty much everything remains the same as it is today. We just get to turn off mining. So what they're talking about is the scalability of the product, or scalability of Ethereum, and being able to provide something that that fees now and getting rid of mining, which is the proof of work, which makes it cost the fees run up or get to a point where it gets hot. In our old linear roadmap, turning off proof of work was quite a distant prospect, occurring after phase 2. In the new plan, we're looking at implementing a testnet within the next few weeks. Guys, this is a 2021, this is a recent article 4 days ago. Phase 2, in the new plan, we're looking at implementing a testnet within the next few weeks. So, Dwight, guess what happens as people start to see the fees go down in Ethereum?
Man, people start putting more money. People start making more transactions. I mean, you got to realize that's going to run up. That price of Ethereum is going to be like they said, the train's taking off, man. The rocket ship take off on Ethereum. So we're going to be able to see the coin climb.
Let me share this where the regular people think. Think about the different types of internet connection you can have. You can have an internet connection that's kind of slow. or you can have the internet connection that's kind of fast, or you can have that internet connection that kind of runs at a pace that you like. This is what they're basically talking about with the proof of mining versus proof of stake, because now you're going to be able to do things with less fees. This is huge for the DeFi space, which is built on top of Ethereum. Less fees, one of the biggest problems they have. But now they've come up with a way that is going to shorten the distance in which they thought that this was going to be implemented, which means that they're going to start the implementation of all this stuff coming real fast here in 2021. Now, in the second prong, sharding, formerly phase one, is already quite well defined and nearing a point at which we can begin implementing its clients. To approach sharding has shifted under the new roadmap. Previously, shards would be responsible for both ordering data and for executing data. This brought complexities such as cross-share transactions. With the roll-up, and now we're getting kind of technical here. I don't really want to get too technical but what I want to show is that, here we go. So the very first reference of Ethereum 2.0, I managed to track down. Wait, let me see. The third independent relevant. So what I want to go in here, okay, I'm not going to get too technical with this thing. But guys, this is what I want to share. If in fact they fix this and makes it more scalable, and they're actually able to get the proof of stake in 2001 and 2021 with staking being done with their clients and receiving stake rewards in 2021, Ethereum, and no doubt about it, will achieve $32,000 a coin, if not 50. No doubt about it, because it is already providing the service. It has so much built on top of it. The real market cap for Ethereum is not even what you're seeing.
That's because you said we got all the other coins built on top of it. You know, you got all the chain link, you say ERCs, ER20s, all those built on top.
Yeah. I mean, Compound, MakerDAO, Kyber Network. I mean, Synthetic Token. I mean, you got them all.
I mean, you got them
on top of the whole DeFi space. We could go right here, right now. Let's look at the DeFi. Let's go DeFi market right here. The DeFi market right now, 25 billion. Oh, sorry, the DeFi market cap, $31 billion. $31 billion. All that, 90% of that is built on top of the
Ethereum network.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting out of time. I mean, you're looking at Chainlink, Wrap, Bitcoin, Aviv, Uniswap, DAO, Finance. I mean, all these guys grab. A lot of this stuff is built on top of Ethereum already.
Yeah, I mean, I even seen that. I think it was a Solve network, that medical one. I think it's even built on top of there. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure once it put in there, had to be stored under. I know Yearn. It's not in the DeFi segment, but it's also built on the Ethereum network.
Yeah, I mean, all of this is built on top of Ethereum. So if they able to fix those scalability issues and lower the fees in 2021, which was his biggest hurdle, because people were saying that, you know, it's outdated. It's old. Someone's comparing it to dial-up internet. It's dial-up, but that's all they had. That's all people had back in 2017 to really build up on top of. You either built on top of Bitcoin or you built on top of Ethereum, and then you had something that was built forked with it, Bitcoin Cash and several others. But the best thing was to build on top of Ethereum. And that's where a lot of these companies didn't just show up in 2019, 2020. These companies been around since 17, 18. And so Ethereum was the best available. They were some say building on top of dial-up internet. Well, if now this dial-up internet company becomes a satellite, a fiber wire internet, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Man, and that means that its dominance for Ethereum is in a whole new ball game. That doesn't mean that other tokens or other coins won't go and do big things. it's just, we just, when a lot of people ain't talking about this article, but we just kind of showed you how potentially Ethereum could be
how it could reach those numbers. I mean, yeah, we all thought, man, those numbers, you know, because last couple of days we've been talking about it, was like, man, how are these numbers, where are they getting these numbers from? Where are they getting these numbers from? And then all of a sudden, you know, we are here doing research and reading up, and then all of a sudden, bam, Willie's calls and, man, here, look what we found right here. This is exciting. So if you do see this Ethereum start making this run to get to these predictions, where do you see other coins as far as Bitcoin? What do you see the coin that we're staking with the Southeast Staking? What do you see ADA at? Because ADA is the same thing, proof of stake. You know, Guggen launches March. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So where do you see ADA going? Because what's going to be able
to those are still going to fly. I mean, we're going to be watching Ethereum very closely to see how it's implemented over here in the next few weeks, going into February, March. I think that you're still going to have companies like Cardano, Polkadot are still going to have their fair share. You're going to still see them survive. I mean, go and do what they're supposed to. What we may see in this bull market, and I've said this before, is that we may see it where not like we seen last time with all boats rising. You may see some that go really, really high, and then some of them just kind of stay the same or just kind of float because they don't have any real work that's going on. But these companies like Cardano, like Polkadot, that are implementing and things are actually happening, you're going to still see them, you know, swim to the top. The cream is going to rise to the top, in my opinion, in this bull market. And leave no doubt about it. I'll keep saying it. We're in a bull market. There's nothing that suggests otherwise. But if the Ethereum fixes their scalability issues, fixes these transaction fees, they're going to fly. It's going to be flying. And you may not see that until, you know, June or July. You may recognize that, and it may start to take off then. Well, Guggen and Cardano already been implemented. But it just makes for a case that, you know, you can see, you know, Bitcoin still in number 1, Ethereum number 2, Cardano number 3, Polkadot number 4, vice versa.
About that link,
that may be the case.
You know, that link is making a climb. Link might jump in there somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, Chainlink is, well, some people are listening to Chainlink as the dark horse to come in at the number 3 spot at the end of the year. But Cardano's doing so much more too in their with their governance and Voltaire and everyday payment system that they're doing. Cardano's doing so much. The governance is just huge. What they're doing, the voting that they've been able to vote on the blockchain. Cardano's doing a lot that is going to make it, you know, kind of the internet of the blockchain space. Because still, at some point, you're still going to have scalability issues, right? I mean, look at your iPhones, look at your different phones. A phone from 4 years ago doesn't jump on the internet as fast as or move as fast as a phone that's updated, right? That's correct. The same thing that you're going to have within these spaces. Companies continually try to make sure their scalability, being able to scale. Well, Cardano's creating a roadmap in which their scalability is always going to match, and that's one of the things that makes it unique too, because they basically want to be the internet of this. And whereas that, if you're building on top of Ethereum, you can also build the same thing on top of Cardano without moving it, without having to change the language. Now, what also Cardano is doing is that, what if you just wanted to have a piece of it on Cardano and a piece of it on Ethereum to do different things? And so, I mean, you can even do that because when you write it on Ethereum, you just have to write it in that language. But when you write it on Cardano, are you building something for Cardano, it could be in any language. And it's smart contracts, Voltaire, in which regular everyday people can be a part of smart contracts. That's not what you can't do that in Ethereum. You can't do that on Polkadot, where somebody with no coding can write a smart contract. You can't do that on these other platforms. So there's still a lot more that Cardano is doing that puts it in a whole new ball game compared to the others. But I mean, Ethereum definitely is the big boy right now, and so we'll see how that transpires over the next couple of years. But what we wanted to point out, what I want to point out, is this article. And you guys go find this article and do your research. I didn't want to get real technical with you. But this is the reason that if this stuff happens, you could see Ethereum go to $32,000 if they fix those fees because of the DeFi space.
That'd be a lot. I mean, that's going to be a lot of movement. It's going to be a lot of money moving around in that DeFi space. I mean, that space. I think we'll see definitely we'll see another surge within the DeFi space if that happens.
Yeah, and DeFi space got hot in September of last year. And I remember leading up to it. I mean, people just
DeFi. It got hot leading up to it, man, because like I said, we was watching a couple of coins that just blew up. I mean, flat out, just took off like a damn rocket ship within a matter of days. And we were just sitting there left with our mouth open like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Yarn Finance and several of those. And that's one of those coins that's hard to get a hold of. Yarn Finance here sitting at $30,000. I mean, we've seen, yeah. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Maker now at 1,400. I mean, that's one I've been watching for a while. Aviv. I mean, so there's some other ones here that synthetic token that I think is going to be huge. We believe that Voyager is going to be huge. Voyager's not a DeFi token. I don't believe Voyager's a DeFi token, but there's another one in here that I think is going to be huge too in the DeFi space. But yeah, so I mean, man, this is exciting. This is going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to be a part of. This is not financial advice. Make sure you make the right decision for you, and make sure you do your research. Because although Ethereum can go to 32,000, it can go to $0. So don't get wrecked. All right, don't get wrecked out there. We thank you for joining us today, man. We fired up about the space. We fired up about the opportunity here. We think there's a lot of opportunity for the everyday person, a lot of opportunity for the working class people around the world to be able to have access and on board to generational wealth or generational opportunities that could change your family's direction, as Dwight mentioned earlier.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. And we want to tell everybody, hey, we do have a Cardano ADA staking pool, Southeast Staking. That website is www.southeaststaking.io. Hey, go to the website, check it out, share it with people. Once again, we've done a episode here last week explaining what staking was, and to sum it up in a nutshell without going too in depth. First of all, I'd like to say, if you stake, it will be the same thing as you putting money into your savings account. We do not have control of your money. The money stays in your wallet, which is on your mobile device or your laptop's possession. Basically, you're just joining in the staking pool, and you get 4 to 6% interest APY. As we went over the call last week on the Zoom, we actually pulled up and showed you what your local banks, what your big banks, what they were doing. I think it was off the top of my head, it was 0.001 APY. So you're getting 4 to 6%. And so that is a good thing for you to help you guys. And on top of that, I missed an important point. Your Cardano is staked there, and you're actually getting rewards and receiving more Cardano coins, which in return, as these coins value continue to rise, you're going to benefit from that as well, because like we said, we're talking about a coin that could potentially be the number 3 coin here in the next year and a half. So like I said, we already done with dream mode today. You see how these coins can change your life in a matter of a year, couple months. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just say a matter of hours and minutes we have seen. Willie can tell you that personally. I mean, we were sitting there looking at the ticker when Bitcoin was 3,000, 3,500, and boof, it went to $7,000 right then there. And Willie missed out because he was sitting there saying, man, let me see if it's going to drop a little bit more. So I just want to say today, if you were, you don't have to be a Bitcoin millionaire to be in the crypto space. You can also become an altcoin champion. You can change your family's life and your life through the alternative coins. Cardano ADA staking pool, that is a way that you can possibly potentially change yours and your family's life and reach any goals that you might want to have, because we're talking about money that you have sitting in the banks, which we don't know what the banks are going to do. I'm not trying to cause a run on the banks. I'm just being realistic. Like we said, we're going to talk real here. We don't know what the bank's going to do. We experienced this in March when people, at the hype of the pandemic, when it's first beginning, people start saying, oh, let me go to the bank and get this and that. Banks start telling you that, no, you cannot have your money. If you got $10,000 here, we're going to let you have $1,000 of your money, because a lot of people are not educated to how a bank operates. Once you make that deposit into an institution, that money becomes their money. Yes, you heard me right. Do your research. Go read the back of the fine print on deposit slip. Your money that you work for, that you get paid for on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or whatever your payday is, when it goes direct deposited or you deposit manually into that branch of that bank, that money, should I say, I'm going to say not that money, I'm going to make it technical. Your money then becomes their money. Let me say that again. Your money that you work for and that you receive a paycheck for, whether it's on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, when it goes direct deposit, or you manually deposit that check into a branch of a bank, your money becomes their money, and they have the right to deny you and tell you when and how much of your money you can have. So, like I said, not anti-bank. We're just speaking facts. Like I said, education is the key, and we're just trying to educate people on how it works. We're trying to educate people on the crypto space and let everybody know why this space is going to be the next game changer, and it's going to change lives. This space is, we're looking at $1 trillion space. I mean, look at the market cap today. We're looking at $3 trillion. This is the next game changer for simple people, working class people like you and I, to the dot-com era. So you know how the dot-com era changed everything. This is bigger than the dot-com era. We're looking at $3 trillion worth of space that can change your life and set your family up for future generational wealth for you and your kids. So like I said, check out www.southeaststaking.io. We would love to have you join the Southeast staking pool and reach out to us. We can help you. It's a very simple process. Like I said, your money is your money. It does not come to us. It is actually in your private secure wallet on your mobile device, whether it be your phone, your tablet, your laptop. So reach out to us. Southeast Staking, we're happy to help you guys, because we want to see everybody's life change fairly and not just benefiting one sided of the big boys. So like I said, everybody have a great Friday. We'll possibly jump on tomorrow sometime and talk about something, because like I said, this weekend could be huge. So look forward to it.
Yeah.
Country Boys Crypto. We out.
We out.
Have a
great weekend.
All right, guys. See ya.